This summer in Alaska has taken us places that we never could have dreamed of seeing in real life, like watching over 20 brown bears fishing at Brooks Falls, or flight seeing in Wrangell St. Elias, or hiking on the Matanuska Glacier. But what makes Alaska even more special, especially when you're traveling in your van, is all of the little moments in between. This week, we slow down and check out some of the lesser-known corners of Alaska, like the old town of Hope and the surrounding mountains, the Crow Glacier in Girdwood, and some beautiful campsites off the beaten path. Who's hungry? Me. And it just started forming, and it's actually kind of fascinating. Last week, we left you guys in Homer. Today, we're off to the city of Soldotna to fix a very urgent GoPro error, and then it's on to the town of Hope.
We are back in business. Our memory card on the GoPro gave us a heart attack. It had an SD error. We couldn't figure it out.
We were able to get all of our footage off of the SD card that was giving us the error. We just had to go through like some roundabout way.
All right, on to Hope. Alrighty. Melanie bought this float tube at Fred Meyer's. Here we are. We're gonna try to use it at the lake. The water's cold, right?
The water's cold. I'm wearing my extra tops, but we'll see how my butt holds up in the water.
Alrighty, good luck.
Hopefully I don't lose an oar.
Always wear a life jacket.
We are out here, aka just me, Evans on land, and Penelope. My Fred Meyer's canoe float, $33, and it is working marvelously. Splendidly, fantastically. It's a little hard to maneuver these oars. They're not of the highest quality, but I'm dry and I'm floating, and that's all I really asked for. So this is great. I'm having so much fun. Look at how pretty. Oh, the GoPro doesn't do it justice.
Hi, I'm Evan from Out of This Van, and I'm going to get my hair cut by Melanie, blindfolded.
I'm not a hairdresser. I barely know how to use those clippers. You gotta cut your hair every 3 months for the past 2 years? More than that. Way more than that. I'm horrible.
10 years.
Not 10 years. I used to force you to go to Super Clips in the beginning. Don't expect much out of this. As long as it looks semi-presentable. There might be a few chunks missing here and there.
It can't go worse than from here.
An artist at work. I am. You look beautiful.
You just want to keep it like this.
Remember, he has some serious bedhead going on.
I think we need to cut more. What are you doing?
Well, then I have to use the other little one.
That's it. Cuts by Melanie. If you see us on the road, it's $100 a haircut. Reason being,
beauty not guaranteed.
Views aren't cheap. Yeah, beauty is obviously not guaranteed.
And then you rinse off all that hair in the lake. How is that? Shush.
Do I look better?
Do you look better? Yeah, you look beautiful.
She wants to play now. She says, fresh heaven is play heaven. Fresh cut. Now I'm looking like a short hair. So we're heading to Crescent Lake. Crescent Lake. Should be a good one.
Alright, we've been pedaling for ages through the trees and through really overgrown sections of trail. And it looks like we're finally coming out on the other side through views to more overgrown trail. Oh, these are at least soft on your legs. I think we did like the big, scenic, beautiful ride already called Lost Lake. So this one was kind of underwhelming, but had this one been the first one, we would have been stoked.
Yeah. You're like, oh, this is blue water, it's so cool.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, this is Alaska, everything's amazing.
Yes. So this one was great. We got the blood pumping, the legs churning, Penelope's crazy. She's crazy. She was a little bit sick the last day, but she's back. 100%. Now we're gonna stroll back down and then find camp, make dinner. You know how the recipe goes.
See you on the trail.
I'm gonna try and keep up with Penelope here. Wish me luck. Oi. Penelope is 10 plus miles in, and we're debating whether she's even tired. Come on, kid. Who's hungry? Me. 1 second, I need to go feed the dog before she causes chaos. Poop. Hi. Are you tired? Alrighty, we're back. Oh, at the van. After that ride, we need to go to camp and eat because I'm starving. I'm too tired to talk. I'm exhausted. Bye. After a well-earned meal and some rest, it was onward to the town of Hope. Hope is a small old mining town that sits on the Kenai Peninsula as you travel down the Seward Highway. It's a 17-mile detour and thus often overlooked by many tourists. But in our opinion, it is worth the detour. Hope is overflowing with history from its heyday during the gold rush, and a lot of it has been preserved at the local museum.
Legend has it that it's got its name from a young man named Percy Hope when he got off the steamship. However, more than likely, the town got its name from the optimistic miners hoping to strike it rich.
The deadly mudflats that line the Cook Inlet are the setting for some of the most enduring and gruesome Anchorage urban legends. With quicksand like mud, victims get trapped or drown in the rising tide. But aside from the history around Hope, this is also the kickoff spot for a couple iconic point-to-point hikes and some of the most beautiful car camping in Alaska. After a beautiful night along Palmer Creek, we set out for another bike ride.
Feeling a little resurrected?
We are doing the Resurrection Trail today. It is a 22-mile point-to-point trail, which we will not be doing. We're gonna go in 5-10 miles and then turn around. On our bikes.
Nellie's ready. Let's do it. Hey, we decided to turn around 8 miles. Trees didn't clear up.
However, we have hit plenty of mud, as evidenced by the new freckles on Evan's face.
Post-ride oranges, and now we're going to the Dirty Gurdy. Try to get a nice camp spot.
We are starting off today with a hike up to Crow Pass. Rain is incoming for the next several days, so we're trying to get as much done in the outdoors. Even though you can't stop doing things in Alaska just because it's raining, because if so, then you would never do anything. We are on this hike leading us to a lake, like a very small lake, a cabin that looks really cute, and a glacier. But for now, we're still just trekking along on this fine trail.
This is Marmot country, and Penelope likes to Stare at the marmots.
Stare, chase, taunt.
Here.
You pick. We did not beat the rain.
Meteorologist Melanie was a little late on the rain call.
No. You can't, I don't even know why there is weather predictions in Alaska, because it's impossible to predict. There's so many mountains in the sea dictating everything, working against each other. And yeah, well, it wasn't supposed to rain until the afternoon. And here we are. It's definitely a few hours early. Things have escalated.
It's raining sideways.
The rain is still like a light drizzle, but it's raining, or it's windy, so it's just pelting us from the side. And we are attempting to walk to the glacier. I'm really happy I bought this rain jacket at Brooks. Because it's a little oversized, which means I can layer everything underneath. Although it's not that cold necessarily. I was dislocating my knee. Well, we've hit the snow patch, and literally I'm one step in and I already fell. So things are going well. Why don't I just go this way? Right? Much better solution, eh?
Ideal weather conditions here. My face is half frozen.
When I said that things had escalated earlier,
They escalated even more.
this is even worse.
Beautiful glacier. Look at this machine cut rock. Just kidding. The glacier did it.
Glacier cut rock.
Glacier cut. But look at that. This is like a table.
And we're back in the van.
Yeah, pretty windy and rainy up there.
Yeah, unfortunately, it did get very windy, very rainy. Yeah, we made it up, but we didn't get to stay up there as long as we wanted to. Regardless, the views were incredible, and I'm glad we did the hike, because that may have been our only weather window. They say it doesn't rain here like constantly 24/7. When it says it's gonna rain, it's like on and off and on and off. So you never know when it's gonna be on or when it's gonna be off. But now we are gonna go get some food in our bellies because we are starving.
I don't see any surfers out there.
Because we're not at the surf spot. Evan is the most pessimistic person ever today. I'm trying to get views of the boar tide. I'm forgetting the name of it now. Here in the Turnagain Arm Cook Inlet, which is between Girdwood and Anchorage area. It's that whole inlet. The Turnagain Arm is that. Anyway, there's this phenomenon called the boar tide, where when low tide and high tide meet, they create a wave. It's only one, maybe two waves that can go from 6 inches to 6 feet, and people will surf it and paddleboard it and like just ride the wave, but you really only get one shot at it. And we're kind of at like the beginning of it right now, and it just started forming, and it's actually kind of fascinating. And on top of that, there are supposed to be beluga whales here. Oh no, I lost my hair scrunchie.
It looks like a dust storm forming in the distance.
It does. It's really windy, so the wind is causing it to look a lot more intense, I think. But we're gonna go chase some waves and hopefully spot belugas, because that's what
Surf's
we're really
up.
looking for. Out of all the people who attempted the wave this afternoon, only this man in the green cap successfully rode the wave for more than just a few seconds. In fact, he went on for several minutes. When the conditions are right, someone skilled enough can ride the wave for several miles. Next week, we continue north out of the Kenai Peninsula and back into the Anchorage area, before making our way to the famous Hatcher Pass in a surprise snowstorm in August. Then it was on to Talkeetna.